All right, so the final thing we want to do is I just want to add like a crack on top of the cake. So what we'll do is these points that we had scattered. Okay, now I don't want the crack to move with the cake. It looks weird. So what I want to do is I just want to keep the crack static in one place, and then once the cake sort of touches that point, it starts to break up, which is effectively the trick. So what we'll do is I'm going to take this scatter and I'm going to lower the count to just about, like, I think 4 points is fine. And then we'll just take a line and I will copy it to this. So we'll do copy to points and just, copy the line to this. And let's also do one thing. We'll do the length copy parameter. Like, let's keep this in the Z axis, or no, let's keep it in the X axis. And let's take the length. We'll do copy parameter, go to origin, paste relative reference, divided by -2. So the lines will be, sort of in the center like that. And then we can also take a randomize and do an orient. Or let's try something. Let's take an N. Yeah, and we can do a multiply. So it multiplies with the existing, or let's do an add. Yeah, let's do an add. And let's see what we get. So what we can do is we can just sort of like, they'll just sort of randomize this way. Yeah, we can do like a -1. Yeah, and also randomize the p scale. Okay, so let's take a randomize here. Yeah, and we can randomize the p scale. You could also do an orient, that should also work. Okay, and then finally, I want these lines to sort of stick to the top of the cake. Now the other thing is, I don't want it to follow the animation. Like, they should just be here at the top. So after the normal, I'm going to take a time shift and just extract one frame out of it. So 190 is fine. So I'll just do a delete channel. So you won't get an animation for this. Like, they will remain where they are. And then we can take a ray sop and I can stick it to the existing geometry using a minimum distance. See, so you'll get this, but we don't have enough points. So just increase the point number. Yeah, so we'll get this. You can turn off show guide, see, so you'll get, that. And you can also do a smooth here. So just to sort of, smoothen it out a little bit. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay, so what I can do here with the line is I wanted to get a gradient, okay, or a ramp, a color ramp, but it should be like black, red, and black. So we'll get the crack to be bigger in the middle and smaller on the sides. And then we want to animate it scaling up. So let's do one thing. We'll have to make a small change. Let's get rid of the copy to points and we'll take a copy stamp because we again need to offset the animation. Okay, so we'll just take this. Okay, so we take the line and yeah, let's reduce the points. I'm going to do a resample because what a resample does is it gives me the curve view attribute, which makes it easier to build a ramp. So we'll just take this and I'll do a wrangle. So we'll take an attribute wrangle and I'll do at cd is equal to 0 semicolon and then at cd dot r is equal to ch ramp, and we're doing let's call it ramp, okay, comma, we're using at curve view. Now I forgot to turn it on over there, so what you want to do is come to the resample and turn on curve view attribute and then come in here, and if I click it we should get, Yeah, I just typed in curve instead of curve view. So just type in curve view. There you go. See, so we have a gradient. Okay, so this is fine. Okay, now what we want to do is this should be like this. It should be like that. But I also want to animate it, so we will multiply it with with another value. So we'll do multiply by ch, and let's call it mult, multiply, and click a value so we can animate this guy. See, so this will animate and make the crack bigger. So we'll just come here, we'll do alt click, come to around 50 and get it to 1. And then we'll use the time shift to sort of offset all of this. Okay, so we'll just take a time shift here and copy 4. So again, the same thing, minus stamp dot slash copy 4. And this will be shift and 0. Okay, so come in here and let's do stamp input shift. We'll do at ptnum. So what we should get is, they all animate, but I want to offset it to a fair bit because the animation happens, like we wanted to start animating around frame, let's say 160. So let's do one thing, right? Like let's do minus 160 over here. So the animation will start at 160. Hopefully if I've done everything right. Or hold on. Sorry, plus 160. Yeah. See, so the animation will start here. Actually, let's do plus 120. Yeah. Or yeah, we can adjust it, but let's do a little bit more. Okay, 140. Okay, so this is good. We have our basic, animation coming in here, which is fine. The next thing I want to do is we can use a simple sweep. So I'll take a circle and I'll change it to polygon and only give it about 4 sides, and then take a sweep. So this comes in here, that goes in there. We'll do end caps. So is a single polygon and make this really small. And do one thing, take a wrangle, or actually like come in here. The reason I keep it to red color is so that you get to see something. But what I also want to do is over here, let's do at pscale is equal to at cd.r. Yeah, so there you go. Okay, so that will fill the whole thing. Now what I also want to try is this particular circle. I want to try and push it, so it pushes in like this. So we'll just get like, this thing happening. So the cracks will be like deeper. Okay, so this is fine. Now let's see how this looks. So we do a VDB from polygon again, and this is 0.006. And we can just take, what you can also do is you can try to do like a mountain or something over here to give it a little bit of distortion. Okay, that's way too much. Yeah, lower the value, lower this. Let's try 0.02. Okay, I think this is fine. 1.5. Okay. And then we again need to do a boolean here. So come to put a VDB combine here. Okay, this is something like I haven't mentioned this, but I sort of found a certain display setting within Houdini where it only keeps the active node tree bright, like the rest of it grays out. So it's easy to track like where you are. I think you can do it from here. Like if you come to view and it has this option which says dim unused nodes. Like if you turn this off, like everything lights up. But what it does is if you say dim unused nodes, it's like it only lights up, where you are currently. So I kind of found it much more easier to work that way. Okay, so take VDB combine and then drop it in there, and you can just do a subtract. So take a copy and do SDF difference. See, so what will happen is as this comes up, you'll get these cracks starting to form. See, and then if we sort of like smoothen it out a little bit and add the noise and see, so everything combined together, I think those cracks are really deep. So I think I need to get the circle slightly smaller. Yeah, okay, that is good. But yeah, this is basically it. This is the whole thing. And so if we look at it as geometry, see, so this is what you have. You have like a, I think that's a little too much. Yeah, I think what we can do is let's come into the cellular noise. Okay, and yeah, instead of 0.1, let's make it 0.03. Yeah, so those cracks are not, so prominent. Yeah, I think this is okay. Yeah, so this is basically it. Then you can just increase, the VDB or reduce the VDB voxel size. So let's make it 0.003, and that should give you, a more detailed result. There you go. Okay, so if you're starting to get holes in there, you will have to increase the exterior band voxels. So let's make it around 15. Hopefully that will cover it up. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, so if you start getting holes, just, make sure that you increase the exterior band voxels. But there you go. This looks pretty decent. It actually looks like lunar surface, but yeah, once you give it proper colors, it will look fine. Okay, so the next video, we will take a look at how to animate the icing, which is very simple. But yeah, we'll take a look at how to animate the icing in the next video.